JP.
Right, hello there, everyone. Welcome back to James Redmond TV. I've just messed up the intro. Big up to everyone who's tuning into this early morning stream. James is back for the daily streams, the most consistent YouTuber in the world, with the fastest growing audience in the world, with the most electrifying events that happen on JRTV. Welcome to another James Sports rendition. This is LFC Talk. And let's get into the show, man. You know what I mean? I even started 2 minutes early. So, chat, I don't want to hear none of this about, James Lateman's and James, you're late all the time because of this, that, and the other. I was 2 minutes early. Where are you guys? I was 2 minutes early. Where are you guys? Because you guys are always coming in my streams and you're saying, James, I never received any notifications. Or, James, I didn't know this and that and the other. I didn't know you were live at this time. That's your problem. You weren't here. I was here. Jeez. The reliability of James is certainly more than these VAR merchants in the referee rooms. Anyway, let me just shout out a couple of people before I talk about what I want to talk about, because I actually want to do just one more reaction to the audio, and I'm not going to play the video because I got copyrighted yesterday for it, but I think the audio would be okay. Let me know if you think that stands, chat. Do you think YouTube will let me off with just the audio? I think they will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the audio again in a minute. I'm going to give you my second reaction because there's just a couple of, because Tom Little, big up to Tom Little, he came on the channel last night. He made a couple of great points about, the sequences of affairs and stuff like this, but he nullified the possibility of this being corruption. And guys, as much as I don't mind being proven wrong, football's integrity and Liverpool's integrity will be remained intact because, listen, if there's corruption in the league now, there's a possibility that it's gone for and against us in the past. So that's why us Liverpool fans have never made that claim. It's just happened to us and this, that, and the other. We were just the first team that were willing to take a stand. And now, based on what the Premier League's saying, it looks like they're willing to take a stand. So we've got a Premier League statement to look into. Neil Jones said something that was very interesting, but also I want to give you my point of view listening to the audio because I haven't stopped listening to it. That's my problem. I haven't stopped listening to an audio, which honestly implies to me there's something more than just human error. It was too fishy. You can't just sit there and say that. But big up to Danny. He says, worst thing is PGMOL lied. That was no human error. Clearly, the VAR and his assistant were not watching or listening to the game. It took them 20 seconds and the video replay guy to repeat it to them. Facts, bro. That's my only issue. That's my gripe. It's not only the sequence, not only because it sounded like Tony and John in the pub round the corner. It was mainly because of how it was handled and the fact that a trainee was the one who informed the VAR guy, oh, by the way, it's onside. How are you not happy with those images? Crazy. Shows the officiating, shows the standard. And I also think the VAR guy, Chat WRL, I think he was quite reluctant to even want to look into it even more. He seemed very quick with his decision-making, which is what I said to Tom yesterday. And that's why I'm confused, and that's why I want to look over it again with you. But there is also new information regarding this. James, I had an argument with me missus because I was in such a bad mood because of these Bro, innit? And do you know if your missus is getting on your back, say, babe, I am going through a stressful time. May you please give me a back massage? May you please give me a back massage and use your elbows? Hassan, say that to your missus next time. And how dare she not appreciate the stress that us men have to go through on a weekend-to-weekend basis? We commit our mental health to 11 men on the pitch. We are idiots, but she chose to be with the idiot. Hassan, I'm not calling you an idiot, but I am as well. And when I get a missus, when I'm lucky enough, she's going to be with a donut based on the premise I commit my mental health to 11 men on a weekend. That's a huge problem. So, my guy, I feel you, fam. I feel you. But you tell her to get in their place, bro. You know what I'm saying? You tell her to get in their place. At least understand the rules of football. Why didn't the linesman give benefit of the doubt to Diaz, let the game play out as VAR involved either way? There's too many things and there's too many people involved for this to be a little bit weird. We also know there was a couple of referees in UAE, and one of those referees Chat, am I correct in saying this? One of those referees was the dude who was so happy just to put it aside straight away and never even looked into it. He was like, yep, all good process, lads, da-da-da-da-da. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get that audio up. I'm only going to play the audio. Don't want to get copyrighted again. What we do before we get into the audio, shout out to every single United fan on the platform, yeah? Shout out to every single United fan on the platform, because I tell you now, you're getting your head bounced off that canvas. You're getting your head bounced off that canvas, are you, yeah? Look at Saeed, guys. Doesn't he look like a beautiful dude? Obviously not in a homo way, just in a very normal bro-to-bro way. Cameron, look how beautiful he is. Look at the tracksuit. It's friggin' glorious. Oh, inject it into my veins, please. Anyway, VAR. Audio. Boom. This is interesting, man. This is proper interesting. So I don't want it. I do not want to play the video because I will get copyrighted. So what I will do, I will play. Let me know if you can hear this chat. Wait there. Bam, son. And I'm going to pause it as I've listened. We're only going to listen to it once. So yeah. So let me know if you can hear it.
Oh, good. Both holding. Both holding.
Yeah. Chat, can you hear that? Just let me know if you can hear that, please, because I don't want to be listening to something that you can't hear.
Waiting, delaying.
Yes.
Give it. Coming back for the offside, mate.
Just checking the offside, delay. Give me kick point. Let's go. Yep. Kick point, please.
So here we are.
Wait, okay.
So right now, for those who aren't watching the video, but you probably have watched it, they are lining up the lines right now.
Get a tight angle.
Yeah, give me 2D line ready.
They're asking for an angle.
Right, so
that's fine.
Frame 2 there.
Perfect.
I've got the time on this.
So the VAR guy is happy so far.
2D line on left boot.
Yep. Let me just switch angles. I think it might be this angle better.
Now they've got the picture of the best angle, which clearly proves that this is an objective point of view that Diaz is onside.
Happy with this angle?
Yeah. Organise you, Dominic.
Yep. 2D
He's now zoomed in.
line on the boot.
2D line on the boot.
Yep. Okay.
Wait.
Now the lines are being put up. Do you know all the blue lines that were shown on the video chat? That's now being put up.
So 2D line on the boot.
That's the replay operator. This is now the VAR guy.
Check complete.
Check complete. Let me just play that again.
Stop. Check complete. It's fine. Perfect.
Yeah.
So, this is what happens. Lines get drawn up. Bear in mind, everyone on the pitch was under the illusion that that was an offside goal. Next thing you know, the lines were drawn up, put perfectly. As they were put perfectly, I wish I could show you this, but I don't want to get copyrighted. As they were drawn up perfectly, the VAR dude says, okay. Now, I want to raise the question, why is he brushing it off? Why is he just moving on? Because I understand you've got to keep up with the pace in the game, but I even saw a statement the other day that efficiency goes above accuracy, or what was it? It was something about the fact that a priority, according to the Premier League rules, is irregardless if it takes time. Because, of course, when VAR first came along, everybody was given stick to VAR because of how long it was taking. Sometimes it'd take 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Now, that's ridiculous. This was for the course of 30 seconds to 1 minute. And I understand adhering to the short attention spans of the modern day kid and the modern day viewer. But still, I don't understand why you can't look into what seemed to be, or what has proven to be, an objective decision. So what we've got to is that the VAR guy, the guy who was speaking in the VAR room, he was happy just to continue it. And then I think it was the replay operator who then said to him, oh, by the way, you've got a bit of an issue. You've made a mistake.
Thank you, mate.
Wait. The on-field decision was offside. Are you happy with this?
Yeah.
Are you happy with this?
Offside goal. Yeah. That's what it does.
So that's the assistant VAR saying that's wrong, that does.
What?
On-field decision was offside. Are you happy with it?
Replay operators now saying on-field decision was offside. Are you sure you're happy with sticking to that decision? Because in case you don't know, VAR's premise and point of existence is to overrule a decision of the referee if it's needed. It's the support of a referee.
This image. Yeah, it's onside. The image we gave is onside.
Left back.
He's gone offside.
Delay. Ollie's saying to delay.
Pardon?
Ollie's calling in to say delay the game. To complete the decision is onside.
Can't do anything. There was nothing even implied there at all. Neil Jones made a good point, and I'll get it up after this.
Ollie's saying to delay.
Ollie?
Yeah.
delay the game. To delay the game. Stop the
Yeah,
game.
but they've restarted the
Nothing
game.
from on the field.
Can't do
Yeah, they've
anything.
restarted. Yeah.
VAR guy can't do anything.
Can't do
Can't do
anything.
anything.
No.
I can't do anything. I
Take
can't do
that.
anything.
That is a joke. That is a joke. Honestly, a joke. And listen, I understand that it does seem, based on implication, that was human error. You cannot rule out anything that it could be something more as well. And that's why I'm so devastated about what's happened there in the turn of events of this game, because it ruins what should be for Tottenham a really good win. Tottenham fans are getting stick for a decision that was poorly made by referees, multiple bad things happening throughout the game, 4 or 5 terrible decisions in my opinion, and this one was just the tip of the iceberg, seeing back that audio and seeing how quick he was to brush it off. And I understand the audio can be interpreted as miscommunication or human error. For me, it implies that surely they cannot be this done with that much training. Surely there can't be, a goal operator, a replay operator going on there, who's a trainee, by the way, who's going on there saying to them, oh, by the way, you've got this wrong, to a VAR person. And the person that I'm talking about, what's his name again? Isn't it, what is his name? Darren England or something like that. I can't remember his name. But let me just get this point up from Neil Jones. I think you guys will be, it'll be able to give you a different lens. And what I like is that it's not just Liverpool fans who are backing this, it is other teams as well. And again, I want to go into the Premier League statement, but just to conclude this segment, at no point did Darren England, that's who I was talking about, Darren England clarify Luis Diaz was onside with phrases like, he's onside, give the goal. So not at any point did Darren England sit there and say, he's onside, give the goal. Didn't even imply it, didn't even mention it. If he mentions it, but there was miscommunication or someone didn't hear him and the play resumed, at least we know he tried his best attempts. And what needs to be worked on is the quality of the microphones and the interceding with everybody speaking at once. That's what needs to be improved. But he never even said it was onside, and he never said give the goal. If he said this, but it weren't heard, fine. So it can't just be human error, because it weren't just miscommunication and it weren't just 5 different people seeing 5 different dumb things. But it was just completely brushed over straight away. So I thought this was a great point. That's alarming on previous VAR audios, even when wrong, the clarity for their decision always seemed to be apparent, which isn't the case here. And when you have not got an apparent point of view and your premise is wrong, now you've got an overall wrong conclusion. You've got a guaranteed wrong conclusion. And what I don't appreciate is hypocrisy, chat. I don't appreciate the fact the Premier League can come out and say, we've made a mistake. And yet, even though you've identified and confirmed as a fact that you've made a mistake over an objective thing, Alexis McAllister can still get banned or suspended or fined. Klopp's got to walk on fine lines with the words that he uses, even though he's getting hounded with questions and press conferences and interviews, and he's the one who's going to have to get the backhand of the slaps. And then you think about the players, how dejected you must be after such a good performance. There's so many factors and variables into this chat. It's such a shame. It takes a big win away from Tottenham, which should be a huge win for Tottenham, or a draw. I don't know how the game would have panned out, but it's shone a light on this thing. And what I love is that to the fans who said, oh, the statement was pointless, or this shouldn't have happened, Liverpool are coming out for their own greed. They don't care about other teams. They're only doing it for themselves. Well, rightly so. Rightly so. You can't worry about everybody else. FSG's association is with Liverpool and not with Arsenal, Brentford, Man United, Chelsea, Everton, Newcastle, all these teams. Reason why I raise this is because I only expect FSG to worry about their team and to solve the problems of their team. If I have a kid, I remember when I was younger, and Mama Redmond used to absolutely kick off if anybody in school gave me shit. Whether it was a teacher, whether it was a student, she would absolutely flip her lid. Now, would she do that for John Joe, the fat kid in the corner? No, she wouldn't. By the way, James was fat as well, so I'm not fat shaming. I have man boobs. John Joe had bigger man boobs. My mum then says, well, yeah, then. If John Joe gets bullied, unfortunately, and if I see it, I'll stop it. But I'm not going to go out my way to go into school to go and accuse this bully based on the premise John Joe is not my son, but this fathead, big nipple James, he is my son. Therefore, I'm going to back my son the same way FSG should back Liverpool, not the other way around, not for any other teams and stuff like that. And this is why I've got a problem. You know what I'm saying? This is why I've got an issue, because fans are trying to paint the narrative like Liverpool were doing this selfishly. It's like, no, you just didn't have the balls to get out of the shower. You just didn't have the balls to make your own stance. And that's not our fault. That's not our problem. But we do have the right to defend ourselves as a team. We have a right to get clarity and perform an investigation on the matters that happened in this game. And if you didn't want to do it for goals that happened this season or last season or whatever have you, that's fine. And also, no, I'm not requesting for replays, and the club aren't requesting for replays. That's the most important. If Tony on Twitter's asking for replays, fine. If that's your substance to ruin your weekend or your perception on Liverpool fans, that's great. But the club haven't said that, and nobody else has. I think the general consensus is that they want the sacking of the referee. I just kind of want just more clarity on the whole situation, because even that audio clip has not done enough for me. I'm just going to be completely transparent with you guys. But I'm going to now show you guys the statement that has been made from the Premier League. By the way, we've got 227 people in the stream. Smash those likes, subscribe. We are influencing generations upon generations of future teams against PGMOL. Here's an example why. Snoop Dogg! Damn, son, where you find that? Liverpool Football Club have made a difference. A Premier League club has demanded clarity and received it. It puts spotlight on errors in an unprecedented way. In future, clarity should be provided. Clarity should be provided for all poor decisions to allow changes to be made and the game to move forward and learn from it. Now, that wasn't necessarily the Premier League statement, but this is the benefit of what Liverpool have achieved here. So I'm not saying that we're a leading force for anything. We just used our common sense and thought, you know what? We've actually got the time to take this further. We've been heavily impacted in what we believe to be an unfair way. And I think in this world, you have the right to defend yourself in any case. In any case, if you have a point of proven innocence, I think you have a right to defend yourself, and Liverpool most certainly had a leg to stand on. And those fans who were accusing us or saying it was wrong because we went out there and we didn't necessarily... it was just because it happened to us. Exactly, because we've got to worry about us. And that's why we're bringing this up now. But now even the Premier League are making a statement, I believe. Let me read this in detail because maybe I read it wrong first time round. But it says, Premier League statement, re-Saturday. It is clear that there was not only human errors, but systematic weaknesses in the VAR process. We accept PGMOL's immediate recommendations to ensure that such failures are not repeated in the future. However, a wider review to seek consistently higher standards of VAR performance will be conducted by the Premier League and PGMOL, supported by other stakeholders where necessary, further recommended actions will be brought forward and implemented. Guys, that is nothing but a good thing. Now, is it a guaranteed solution? No. That's not what we needed. Is it guaranteed 100% to work every single time? No, that's impossible. Second of all, is this helping Liverpool's game against Tottenham? No, we're not getting a point. We're not getting a replay. And you go down a slippery slope the second that you start trying to get the Premier League to gift you points for games that you technically didn't get a point out of. So for me, I think that this was the best possible outcome. Clarity for us, I think we still deserve more. I still think we need more evidence and we need to accumulate more information about the incident of which it happened. But the Premier League are now coming out and saying, well, actually, we need to work with PGMOL because this was really, really bad and it's representing our league in a bad way. So now not only, and this is what I said the whole time, and chat, if you watch Saeed's show, if you've watched other shows, I got looked at like I was a crackhead, bro. I got looked at like I was a Scouse crackhead. I'm thinking to myself, hang on a minute, wait there. I am making a point that this is a greater benefit for all you guys because we're shining a light on the darkness, whether it be corruption or whether it be human error from top-level trained Premier League referees who have done this job for years in, years out. That's now a big problem for me. Either one of those is terrible for the standards of this league. And I don't think you need to go and get some foreign fella called Fernando, who referees really well in Spain, to solve this issue. I think the issue can be solved internally. I think you can create some great homegrown referees with better regulations. If it's because of the lack of training, if it's not, which I don't think it is, I think there's something beyond it, based on the evidence that I've saw, not proof evidence. I think it's crazy. So this statement is encouraging. It shows that Liverpool are making big moves and that we are looking out for the greater benefit of the league because we've proven that we can go out there and get the justification required. Other teams now need to look at that with inspiration. I'm not saying that we're a leading force and we deserve medals. I'm just simply saying this was nothing but a good thing for the wider Premier League team. That's why I think that people will be happy about it. Big up to Rishi. It's good that the Premier League came out. It's amazing. It's a game changer. But then you get rattled Tottenham fans like my guy, get over it. Like, bro, we are talking on a topic. You won the game. Stay rattled because you couldn't score a goal against 9 men and we had to do it for you. That's fine. I'm talking about updates on a matter, the biggest matter of the Premier League weekend, one that involves your team. If you don't like it, go and cry in your PJs and have a joint. I don't know. I want you to have a boss day. Who you got? But right now, you're pissing me off because you've got no premise to what you're saying. get over it. I won't get over it. I won't get over it. I miss her, man. I miss her, bro. I don't think the loud noise would be there if it was the other way around. But this is an absolute shambolic mess, and VAR has to improve massively. 1 billion percent 1 billion percent takes away an epic win for Spurs. Facts, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to defend Spurs. I'm trying to say they put in a very respectable performance. I'm trying to say that they done fine. I thought they could have done better against 9 men. I do. I think they could have done much better. However, I think overall they had a very encouraging performance that the fans can look forward to. They faced one of the best teams in the Premier League. But unfortunately, the luck went against us. It went for them. They got a result. And because of such poor refereeing, it's now taking the light off that result. It's a big, big shame. Big up to Abubakar. I love that name, Abubakar. Abubakar, you're my guy. You're my guy, Abubakar. Abubakar, can you just send more comments just so I can say your name? Abubakar. That's a boss name in a chat W name. Big up to the super chat as well, sir. Liverpool should take legal action on the matter. It cost us in the league. Listen, bro, here's the score. It can cost us the league. And this is why not only us, but teams in relegation who are surviving to get the Premier League revenue, or teams who are fighting to get European revenue, have the right to get clarification and put some pressure on these referees. Because what does this mean? It means in future instances like this, you don't get man like friggin' Ollie or, Darren coming on the thing saying that he can't earn nothing and what, like a dumb kid with Tourette's. It's like, by the way, I've got a cousin with Tourette's, which is why I use that reference. I'm not going at people with Tourette's. I think people with Tourette's are boss. Fuck, I'm only messing. I love people with Tourette's. Probably have it myself to a low order. Anyway, taking legal action would be a very, very good thing. But I think investigating this further would even still be smart, to be honest with you. You don't want to waste too many resources on investigating such a matter, but you still want to go ahead and actually try and maximise, what you can get out of this and actually learn of it. You know what I mean? Thank you for the super chat, Abubakar. Why can't all fans and all clubs just use that LFC Tottenham game to get standards someone else to police? This is it. It's about increasing the standards all the time. Do you get what I'm saying? It's about ever improving. The Premier League should look to do that. And I think it was interesting that the Premier League didn't even come out and because it was the clubs. Because obviously they used the offside technology in the World Cup. They used it in the Champions League. It was used very well in the Man United Galatasaray game. And yet, like, that was really, really intriguing to see that so many teams turned it down. Then what happened? The clubs then asked for it, and then the Premier League turned it down. Probably because, this is what Tom said, that it's most expensive to implement something new during the season. I was like, well, it's going to be money costing anyway. You know what I mean? Maybe getting it around the games is a bit of is annoying. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things where, like, big up to Dave, man. Do you know Dave? And the stream, Dave. I'm always messaging him because, like ranting that they're big deals, ranting expressions. So I speak to them too through Dave. That's the way it works. He's my guy. Dave is the coolest dude in the world. But now this can open the door for other teams to have a little gander, you know what I mean? Big up to Arthur, by the way. Thank you. Or Arthur. Bro, you're the best. Panchaville, you my guy. I wasn't even shocked when Matip own goal went in after witnessing the abysmal officiating and still processing the trauma. Oh, it was a traumatic experience indeed, dude. It was a traumatic experience indeed. Honestly, Hortensia, big up to you, sir. James is not using other clubs. Accept everything they get saved. If we don't want to take it in the arse like them, it's not on us. Honestly, Hortensia, you saw the arse reference. We don't need to go in those showers with those guys, broski. We need to exercise our free will, go to the officer and say, officer, by the way, they're all getting bummed in the showers. I don't want to participate in this. Therefore, I'm going to exercise my free speech to let you know and inform you I don't want to get bummed in the showers. But if Arsenal want to get, and if Tottenham want to get, and if Chelsea and United and all these other teams, fine, be victims while getting bummed in the showers. We don't have to follow the same path. There's no rules or regulations that imply that. So if you're going to get rattled because we're going out on the front line and, actually defending ourselves, fine. This guy who said we can't stop it sounded like a mank to me. Listen, I don't care whether he was a mank, whether he was a Geordie, or whether he was from fucking Madagascar. I just cared about competence and not incompetence. I cared about common sense and not a lack of common sense. None of those things were shown in that audio clip that you just watched. That did not seem like a high-level paid referee. Not a chance. Not a chance. That is ridiculous. If you think that was a high-level referee with any smart or intelligence, no. He was in the pub the day before, having 5 Fosters, might have went home and hit his bed. Might have. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not messing. That was a serious claim. It was meant to be a joke. I apologise. Yeah. One of those things. What was the next thing I was going to talk? Chat. Are we kind of sick of the VAR talk? Do you think we've milked it for as much as we can? Do you think we've tethered enough people? Do you think we've silenced the masses on those who are coming at Liverpool, this, that, and lardy-dardy, big balls? You know what I mean? You don't need to be holding that. James holding the mic like he's Mr. Kennedy! Kennedy! You know, bro, come on, man. I'm that guy, blood. I'm that guy. I'm a mixture. I'm a mixture of a WWE wrestler, a YouTuber, and a 5-star skiller. Big up to Nelson Fumo. My God, man of Christ! Man of Christ! I get gassed when I see Nelson in the chat. Holy Spirit starts to take over. They kept on taking over themselves. It sounded like a dick measuring contest. Bro, in it. Fam. Side story. I remember I had a mate who was from Italian. His descent was Nigerian, right? So he was born in Nigeria, moved to Italy, then moved to Liverpool. Crazy combination. Anyway, his name was Agosa. He was a big dude. Fucking tank. Loved basketball. 6'5", huge, right? I walked into the boys' changing room one time. And do you know those weird kids in school who'd like try and look at people's balls? Not me. I'm just saying, do you know weirdos in school? Like, where it's, you know, because Agosa was quiet, whereas everyone else, they were like, you know, all the boys to be in a group and whatnot. And they were just intrigued. And I just thought, boys, what are we doing? And when I say we, I don't mean me. I'm not involving myself in your shit. But what are you doing sneaking and having little peeps and stuff like that? And they just wanted to see. It reminded me of a story that Adam Sandler told about Big Shaq. Not Big Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal, even though he is big. Shaquille O'Neal, he was in the shower, and then Adam Sandler wants to go and peek at it. Why is that such an intriguing thing for dudes, fam? You know what I mean? Why is that such an intriguing thing? We need to get some more alignment in this generation. Trying to look at people's balls in the shower, Jordan P. James, I'm happy that Cody injury is not that bad, and CJ will be back for the City game. Amazing that you brought these 2 points up. First and foremost, the Cody injury is a big shame. He's not going to be back until the Everton game after the international break, for those who don't know, and I haven't spoke about it yet. It's devastating because that means there's no Jota for the next couple of games, 3 games. Is it 1 game or 3 games for Jota? Actually, chat, because it might be 1 with the fact it was 2 yellow cards. Curtis Jones has the 3-game suspension. So we've got no Cody, we've got no Jota, and we've got no Curtis Jones. Now, how does that impact us in upcoming games? How does that impact us in the game tomorrow, for instance? It's a good question. And by the way, we're going to do a lineup prediction for tomorrow at the end of this show. It's a very good question. So then you've got to raise, okay, then, well, in the case of CJ being out, who's been a very ever-present starter, and he's impressed the masses, the Liverpool masses, Curtis Jones has came in and made a real statement, in my opinion. I think he's came in, people have been impressed. They've said, you know what, I'm actually seeing signs of a Genie Wijnaldum-type player. I'm not saying these claims, but Liverpool fans have been saying these claims. He's getting stuck in. He's doing well enough on the ball. The box-to-box element is there. I kind of see what they're saying. I think it's a bit too soon to compare him to someone like Genie, but he's been doing well is the point. To be missing that, is that going to take balance away from our midfield, or will Gravenberch be able to maximise an opportunity? The same way that when Alberto Moreno was still at the club, Robertson joined. Alberto Moreno had a good start to the season, but the second he got injured, who took over? Robertson. When Klein got injured, who took over? Trent. Now, we've got to look at this. Curtis Jones, great player this season. I am telling you, Gravenberch needs to look at that as an opportunity to get into the team as soon as possible. When you're thinking about Cody Gakpo and when you're thinking about Jota, it's time for Darwin Núñez to stamp his name in that number 9 position without any sort of conversation. Any conversation. Because it's still a conversation right now. Go and make it not a conversation. I'd love to see it. Maximise the opportunity. But that depth is going to be missed. And when you're thinking about what has been so successful for us in games, which has been bringing on those key big names in the latter part, you know, bringing on the Cody Gakpos, bringing on the outlets like Darwin Núñez, because Cody Gakpo started, and it's because we have the quality to sometimes start Gakpo and then sometimes start Núñez, and you hope that you get a lot of goals in the process. Now we've only really got Núñez. We haven't really got many other outlets or goal scorers on the bench. Chat, am I missing anyone? Because when you've got no Cody or no Jota, you're kind of missing your goals off the bench, no? Because Harvey Elliott, not an out-and-out goal scorer, not an outlet. Benzo hasn't proven to add any sort of end product that's going to benefit our team in the short term. That's why I'm a little bit confused on how the output will be looking. But we still got Mo, still got Núñez, Still got Diaz. As we know, they've been on fire. Diaz should have had an additional goal in his Arsenal this season as well. Jota is only one game, so it's only one game missed, which is fine. And again, Cody's not out that long. But the one thing you don't want to do is have a game like that against Spurs and then play Brighton, who were playing on the weekends, and then drop points there. It's the worst thing that can happen. I absolutely hate the idea of dropping points to Brighton. It would be the worst. Seeing Darwin happy makes my heart warm. I'm gassed for the guy. And I did always say this, chat. This is a promise. I said this even when he first signed and I didn't want him. I always said if Darwin Núñez works, it's going to work really well. There's no in between. He's going to be a high value player. The fans are going to love him. I always said this. You notice the passion with him straight away. Even after the Tottenham game, he's there like that. And I fucking love that shit. I love how shameless he is. I love the fact that he doesn't care about the fans. Last season, he'd scored 1 goal in 5 games, and he was there like that to the opposition. And I love that. I love it. I never thought he was the best in our team, or the best number 9, or the best left winger. I think that was his issue. But now, he's making a real claim. And I will come out there and say that, listen, based on what I'm seeing right now, me gusta. And I wanted to see him brought on earlier against Tottenham. That was where I knew, shit, you know what, I'm actually warming to this guy, because I want to see him come on, as I know he can make an impact, as he's proven to me. He's shown me enough evidence that he is an impact player, whether off the bench or whether he's starting. I think more so off the bench, but let's grow him more as he starts, you know what I'm saying? James, do you agree Bundesliga is better than the Prem this season? No. Based on what? Corruption? Maybe. I think we're more corrupt, if there's any chances. But in terms of quality, yeah, but it's a great league. And I think Bundesliga gets massively disrespected, to be honest. And I think the Premier League is slightly overrated at times. James, I don't understand how Curtis Jones got a red card. He was trying to drag the ball back. It's not reckless or no excessive force. You can't just give out reds because someone could have got hit. I agree, broski. I really do agree. But this is where people disagree. So what people are disagreeing on is the fact that it's a red card, but it's the premise that they're disagreeing on, and it's why we can't come to a resolution. You'll get people like me who says, well, do you know what? Actually, I've seen challenges like that before, and I'll be honest, I didn't think it was really that bad. Why am I looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost, fam? Chat, why am I looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost? I'm already pale enough. Why is it doing this? You fix yourself, fam. Stay in your lane, blood. Are you mad, camera? Fam, I will slap you, you know. Chat, 1 sec. The stream trying to do me mad, blood. Bro! Is this high, blood? Okay, that's a bit better. Had to move out a bit there, though. Know what I'm saying? Making me look like a prick, bruv. Darwin should have been put on the sub, not Jota. I wish Núñez came on. I was wondering why he didn't get brought on earlier. That was a big shame. Yeah, man, Curtis Jones' challenge. I thought that it was a fine challenge. I didn't think it was too excessive, and I didn't think it was too bad. I've made challenges like that before. I've had challenges like that go against me. It's really frustrating. It is annoying. But it's one of those things where I think because it's subjective, it's one of those. It is one of those. Big up to Honesty Hortense. Yeah, the only saving grace is we play Sheffield, Luton and Everton after the international break games. That then Ryan can show his qualities. He can give Klopp more options. Yeah, facts, bro. And bear in mind, we've got the Europa League game tomorrow. Chat. Who are we playing tomorrow? Is it Kevin McAllister's team? Oh, by the way, I've got to show you quite a cool, wholesome video between McAllister and his bro. I'm praying that this is fine to show. You never know with Liverpool now, do you? But yeah, this is the video. Little clip between both of those two. I'm going to share it on the screen for you guys. Proper wholesome video if you haven't saw it. Right, let me... It's the motherfucking DOWG. Anyone else miss old Conor McGregor? When he a cool dude, bit of a prick, but cool dude, fam. Cool dude. Just knew what he was doing. Knew how to rattle people. Anyway, let me play this clip. This was very wholesome. It was between Alexis and Kevin.
¿Qué pasa, amigo?
Hola, amigo.
¿Están de vacaciones ahí, no?
Why is he always smiling? You notice the way like he's always got these lines on his face. Like the dude's just got a very well structured face. Fair play.
Loco.
Easy game on first time.
Are you able to speak English, Kevito?
Of course, my friend.
Kevito.
I am ready. ¿Te respondo en inglés o en
Sí,
español?
claro, intenta en inglés.
Liverpool.
I saw your reaction in the plane. How was it?
The pilot say, well, I think first last after Toulouse, and make a little pause and say Liverpool.
Liverpool. See you soon, bro.
For me, play in Anfield, I can listen the You Never Walk Alone will be incredible for me.
So hopefully you don't enjoy it. I want you to suffer. I can tell you because I've been in Anfield as a Liverpool player and as an away player as well. And I can tell you that as an away player, you will feel the stadium and the crowd. So
And maybe you can feel my tackle.
I know you are wishing us bad luck because I know how it is in Argentina. So it was a pleasure to speak with you again. And as I said, I see you on Thursday. Good luck because you will need it.
LOL. Nah, that respected competitiveness is sick, chat. I like that. Chat, you know, because we signed Adrian for vibes, can we do the same with Kevin McAllister? Can we sign the kid from Home Alone? That'd be big shirt numbers. And he's a centre-back. He's a centre-back as well, no? We need a centre-back. Unless Gerald Kwanzaa has something to say about it. You know what I mean? I'd take Kevin McAllister. Right, chat, what's the name of the team that we're playing, by the way, in the Europa League? I've got this problem. Remind me of the name so I can actually give a respectable preview. Come on. Don't allow me to do this in shame. I would look it up. I can't be bothered. I've got a chat for that. He'd never make the flight. Hey, listen, bro. Kevin McAllister's that dude. He can be the water boy if he wants to. And I'm sure he'd be a pretty damn good one at that. Love it when Nunes told the Spurs fans when walking into the tunnel, see you when Anfield. Bro, nah, Nunes has got a problemo. Problem, fam. Union Saint-Germain. Okay, then. So they're just a little B-Tech Paris Saint-Germain then. Say no more. Right, chat, let me just get the lineup selected up. We'll do our lineup. Predict score prediction. I don't know anything about the team. Don't know anything. So we've got a problem when it comes to high in-depth analysis being given from James. What I can do is I can most certainly offer you a lineup prediction. I can offer you a score prediction, and you guys can assist me throughout the process. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. By the way, hasn't it been a vibey stream this morning? I love every single one of you for tuning in and showing constant support to the streams. Financially, positively, even negatively. All the inputs appreciated. Big up to Rishi and Abubakar for the super chat as well, showing the financial support in the stream. Right, let me share that screen. Chat, is it a Kelleher in goal thing? I think it's Kelleher in goal. I think it's a rendition for the Irish Casillas. No? It's a rendition for the Irish Casillas. So yeah, baby boy. We love Kelleher, fam. How do I get rid of this advert? Because I'm not going to lie, mate. It's pissing me off. I want to get rid of it. Now, chat, this is where I'm going to need a little bit of assistance beyond Kelleher. I do have a bit of an issue with... Let me actually do this. Yeah, that's better. So Kelleher's in goal. Now, what's the back four saying? What is the back four saying? Oh, Union Saint-Germain. See, we didn't even get the name right for the preview. This is how bad we are, chat. This is how we're facing. We're facing farmers. Speaking of farmers, Kelleher's not a farmer and he's in goal. Right then, left back. So Shimikas. I feel like it's kind of standard that this competition is for the likes of Shimikas. You know what I'm saying? But where is he? Oh, there he is. So Shimikas goes left back, right back. You've got to give Gomez a rest. But what I do like the idea of is maybe Bajcetic could play, but then Trent's back, and to gain his match fitness, do you think it's a good idea to play him in this game? So, chat, I'm going to ask you a question. You've got to rest Gomez, surely. So, do you play Bajcetic or do you play Trent? What's your options? I'll go with what you do. Because I agree with Rishi. I think Trent might start, Oh, chat. There is a new factor here as well. Curtis Jones played that inverted right-back role. But I think Trent's more likely to play. I think Trent's more likely to play than Curtis, and I think Curtis is more likely to play than Bajcetic. But bear in mind, Curtis could play this game, maximise him in Europe because we can't play him in the Prem. The majority of the chat are saying Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'll agree with you. The Scouse is back in the team, you know that. Okay, then centre-backs. Right, centre-backs wise, I feel like you've got to go with Kanate. He hasn't been starting in the Premier League. And then you've got to go with... I think we can get away with Kwanzaa, I think we can do a Kwanzaa-Kanate thing. Is that possible? Is Kwanzaa in the European squad? I believe he would be. believe he played in the last one now, made an appearance. Another fun fact, Caicedo played for the Antwerp rivals, Beerschot Wilsrich. Nice. That's brilliant. Chat, do you agree with that back four, W or L? Big up JR, 100 Liverpool did the right thing. Wish Arsenal did the same thing last year against Brentford. The refs need to be held accountable. Facts, bro. Facts. Hopefully now we can be the first team who took the precedence to make a stand, and then hopefully other teams will as well, so we can get a more accurate interpretation on that league table come May. So you saying Matip? I think that's a fair back four. I think Matip, with the games he's been getting, Gomez as well has been starting loads. I think it's fine to go with that back four. Is it the one Klopp will go with? I suppose I've got me doubts, but you never know with this team, do you? Right then, midfield. Chat, what's the score with Thiago? Is he even available? Is my guy still in the hospital beds? Or is he actually available for the game? This would be a perfect game for him to play now. Because I haven't even seen him come off the bench. I haven't even seen him start on the bench. So is he just back for Goodison, or is he back for good? What's the score with him? You know what I mean? Trent is most certainly captain in this team. Feel like that's the role of a vice captain. Know what I'm saying? Joe Ladinho. Yeah, we might lose the game if we don't play Joe Ladinho. Giraffe. Obviously, you want Harvey Elliott. Okay, then, but chat, what's the score on Thiago? Is he just not starting for you guys? Is he not available? All right, who's going to play the holding role? Right, chat, I'm going to cook, okay? I'm just going to cook something. Let me cook. Your meal is served, fam. Your meal is served, fam. Don't tell me that doesn't look sexy. Don't tell me that doesn't look sexy. Don't tell me I have not just cooked, fam. Don't you dare tell me I haven't just cooked. I've just cooked to the highest order, highest degree. Might in the nursing home. What do you mean, bro? Might in the nursing home. Yeah, you're right. Thiago could be in the nursing home, to be fair. He is that type of dude. Let me have a sip of my coffee. Any chance I'll ever get to show off this cup, I will. That's me in cartoon version. Let me show you this. This is unbelievable. Let him cook. Let him cook, fam. Yeah, you've got to respect Jones because he's not playing in the Premier League. Yeah, guys, look at this. This is an amazing, amazing cup that I've got at my disposal right here. Get on that. Isn't that boss? You've got the I don't do but maybe, and you've got me as a cartoon. That is, I am a cartoon, chat. Are you a cartoon? I didn't think so. When your mum asks, are you a success? No, I'm not a cartoon. But James Redmond's a cartoon. Anyway, let me get back the lineup. I like that midfield. I'm sticking with that midfield no matter what you say. Enzo, Gravy, Alexis. Alexis, I understand you want to do the brother versus brother thing. I don't think that's a great idea. Gravenberch, yes. Enzo, possibly. Enzo is a possibility. But I just think because Curtis Jones is not going to be available in the Premier League games and Enzo will, I think you use Jones or you start Jones and bring on Enzo for the cameo in the latter part of the game. Unless Gravenberch is obviously going to take Curtis Jones's role. So I think Harvey and Curtis are guaranteed starters. And I think the difference here is maybe if you decide to put Enzo here. Now, chat, would you prefer Enzo here or would you prefer this guy here, Bajcetic? Because Bajcetic was being talked about at right back. Now you've got the idea of him possibly playing as a CDM. What do you think? What would you prefer? Now, I know Bajcetic is not starting. I know he's not because Enzo's favoured above Bajcetic right now. We need our core players fresh for the weekend. Yes, we do. But we also need players like Trent to have match fitness and, players like Harvey Elliott and stuff like that, even though he's not a starter per se, but still. Bajcetic as CDM. Stefan's injured apparently. Okay, so we can't even play this game. If this is true, then he can't even play. Listen, I'll stick with what I went with, Gravenberch, as I think Gravenberch hasn't played enough football to think about resting him really. So yeah, let's start him this game, play him for 60 minutes. Hopefully we're winning the game by the 60th minute. Bring on Enzo for 30 minutes and then Gravenberch's perfectly ready to play the weekend. Okay, now the front three. So bear in mind is the suspended players like Diogo Jota is available. Gakpo's not available because of his injury. I would assume the approach here would be, I don't even know. Chat, what do you do here? Do you do Jota? Do you do Nunes? And you do Doch? Is that what you do? Chat, is that what you do? Do you think I should switch Jones and Gravenberch? I'll leave them there for now. Harvey Elliott is a right wing now. I think we'll probably play Doak. I'm not going to lie. I do think we'll probably play Doak. This could be a possibility, actually. Harvey Elliott exercised as a right winger. The only reason why I don't believe it is Klopp is not one to exercise. Like, if he's cooking something, so if he's cooking centre midfielder Trent from the academy to play him right back, you know, he's cooking and he doesn't change. We know that he's very stubborn when it comes to persisting at keeping players in a specific position. Maybe if you have a right-back crisis like we have, okay, let's find someone like Curtis Jones with the stylistic attributes who's going to adhere to the right wing-back role or the inverted right-back role, because Curtis Jones has got a lot of on-the-ball qualities that adhere to that inverted right-back role. Harvey Elliott doesn't have the qualities of a Mo Salah or of a Ben Doak in a sense that he's quick, he's direct, he's pacey. Even though Ben Doak doesn't have the end product, and Ben Doak has got a lot more similarities to Salah than what Harvey Elliott does. And systematically, I don't see Klopp making that change or willing to make that change. I think Harvey stays in midfield, and I think Ben Doak goes right wing. And I think it's a possibility Nunes could start. But if Nunes wasn't to start, who do you play? You know what I mean? We're kind of low on options. I know there's Clark there, but we're not going to start him. I think that's probably what you go with, no? And then maybe throughout the game, you switch it up to Salah, maybe. And then if you want to move Harvey Elliott, because I've seen Harvey Elliott move to the right wing in the latter part of the game, so that could be an option as well. But no, that's going to be my starting lineup prediction. Kelleher in goal, Shimikas, Kwanzaa, Kanate, and Alexander-Arnold, Gravenberch, Jones, and Elliott, and Jota, Nunes, and Doak, which is a great lineup considering the Europa League. Believe it should be enough to win. Chat, what's your score predictions? What are those score predictions saying? I'm going to say 2-0 Liverpool. No, 3-0 Liverpool. We've actually got to get a clean sheet this time, though. No, me. You know what I mean? Anyway, chat. 3-0. Man's got to get back to texts and emails and all the boring stuff that YouTubers have to do as well. But we are going to be live again later on in the day. I'm going to be live on Rance's channel in 15 minutes, actually. So if you want to see me cook that guy, you just tune in. But massive shout out to everybody who is joined in the stream. And I love every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate all the support on the channel. Did I read this super chat? I did read that super chat. Big up to everyone who's shown any financial support as well. And what I will do, I will see you in a bizzle, fam. JP.